Good morning, unicorns. Today is Thursday, November the 5th, 2020. We are in the third week, rounding out the third week of quarter two here. Progress reports will be coming out in approximately 2 weeks, really a week and a day. So that's just something for us to always keep in mind. I also know that these are kind of tumultuous times as we're waiting for the results of the election. I think that everybody is a little bit on edge and wanting some closure. And so I have never seen in my voting awareness age an election take this long. So I don't know. We'll see what will happen. And regardless of what happens, we will be fine. It's gonna be okay. And so I just want you all to have some assurance that life goes on either way. So we will hold firm and we'll buckle down and wait to see what happens. What I do want to address though today is quite a bit. We are about to make a relatively large transition to returning to school on Thursday, November 12th, next week. And so that although that's a week away, this is technically your last advisory until further notice. And the reason for that is because due to the hybrid schedule, it is relatively impossible to have an advisory during a hybrid learning for Utterback because of the amount of required minutes in the rest of your classes. We are essentially cutting the time in half in which you'll be sitting in front of a teacher. That does not mean that your instructional time is cut in half. That means that you will now spend half of your day with a teacher and the other half in asynchronous learning, doing independent work assigned by your teacher for that day. Okay. Um, I do want teachers to share with you our schedule so that we can um, answer any questions that you have. Digital notebooks are going to be filled up with your asynchronous work for either the morning or the afternoon. So if you're coming in person for on site learning at Utterback during the morning times, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, in the afternoon when you get home, you then are now into your asynchronous learning time in which your teacher will post assignments on their digital notebook for you to then complete for the following time they see you. I know it's a little bit confusing, but I'm hoping that your advisory teachers can provide some clarity for you today. Um, in the afternoon, if you are not coming to remote learning and you're staying home and you're doing remote, then you need to be sure to complete your morning asynchronous activities that are posted on your teacher's notebook for that day. Okay, so for example, if you have periods 4, 5, and 6 in the afternoon on Mondays, 4, 5, 6, and 7 on Mondays, then in the morning, you will do those asynchronous activities for periods 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you'll go to your fourth period teacher's digital notebook. You'll look to see what asynchronous work you need to have completed before you see them in the afternoon, and you need to be working on that. Asynchronous work counts towards your grade. I want to be very clear on that. It is not optional activities. These are activities that will go towards your overarching grade. So it's incredibly important that you guys keep up with your asynchronous work. I know what's going to happen is that a lot of you are going to think that I don't have school in the morning. I'm staying home for remote learning. So I don't have to do anything in the morning. You're going to really, really put yourself, me, and your teachers in a position of not being able to promote you. And I just want to be very clear about that. This is no longer last year where it's optional for you to do. Nothing is optional. Nothing is optional this year. And I want to reiterate that because we are continuing to see a large number of students that are off track for promotion to the next grade. And we are now 13 weeks into the school year, and there's only 40 weeks. So we're approaching the midpoint where if you have failed both first and second quarter, it's virtually, not gonna say impossible, but it's very, very, very difficult to then make that up in the second half of the school year. It just is too much to make up. And so once the quarter is over, that quarter is over. So first quarter, there's no going back to making up that work. Once this quarter is over, this quarter is over. There's no going back. And so although we are transitioning once again this year, which I know is very challenging for all of us, I don't want us to use that as an excuse not to be successful in life. In life, we will always face barriers that can throw us off our track that we can use as an excuse. But at the end of the day, those excuses don't allow us to continue to move forward in success. And so I want nothing but high levels of success for each one of you. But if you're not doing your part and you don't listen and you don't fall in and follow these directions, you will get left behind. And I am very, very fearful for that. Okay. Um, we have about 75% of our families have reported if they want to do in person or remote learning. We still have 25% of our families that have not selected one of those choices. It is imperative that you check in with your parents to see if they have selected this option for you. If they have not, it's very difficult for us to plan. We need 100% of our families to report whether or not they're going to be selecting in person um, or at home learning. Okay, so please check in with your parents for me. Shoot me an email um, and let me know if you need some support with that. If you can't tell us, your parents have to tell us. And so if you know the best time to reach your parents, if it's after school, we can then, sort that out. For our students that are returning back to school on Thursday, November 12th, masks are required, okay? You must bring your computers to school in a book bag. You cannot carry your laptop around all day without a book bag of some sort, okay? We're asking that you all come with notebooks, pens, and pencils and highlighters because we will not be able to exchange supplies with you. So if we give you a supply, then that's your supply. But what happens is that because we're not doing an exchange, supplies will go by much faster. And so if you can't get to the store, if you can't afford it, if you don't have a book bag, I need you to email me as soon as possible because then I will prepare materials for you for your first day of school on Thursday. So you'll just come check in with me on Thursday, November 12th. I have all your things in order, but I would like for you guys to send me an email saying what you need. Uniforms are required. Okay, is different about schooling except for the safety protocols. Okay, uniforms are required, book bags are required, masks are required. Okay, so if you need any one of those things, you need to send me an email. Okay, also, school supplies are required. Notebooks for your classes, school supplies like pens and pencils are required. Okay, so please make sure that you reach out to me if or call the school and let us know what you're going to be in need of. Okay, so we can be prepared. We don't want to scramble and not have things ready for you guys when you guys come back. We're not entering. Please do not come on the campus until after 8:15 on Thursday. Very, very important. 8:15. You cannot be on campus before then, okay? And when you do arrive on campus, everybody is outside. We are not coming into the building. Breakfast will be served at 8:15. You guys need to walk around either to the bus bay and up through the outside theater and around up the driveway to go to the cafeteria for your grab and go breakfast. Lunch will be grab and go lunch. So we will not eat lunch at school. You'll grab your lunch and then you'll go and take it home and you'll eat it at home. Okay, that's to keep everybody safe. Okay, here's the really big thing. Okay, I know this is a long advisory message, but I want you to hear it from me and then ask clarifying questions from your teachers. Last point, Monday and Tuesday, in order for teachers to be ready to receive you guys on Thursday in person, the teachers have um, a, a planning days, 2 planning days, Monday and Tuesday, meaning that all classes are going to be asynchronous on Monday, November the 9th, and Tuesday, November the 10th. Okay, those 2 days are days where you're going to check in with your first period on Monday. Okay, so you'll have periods 1, 3, and 5 on Monday. Check in with your teacher, your first period teacher, and then they're going to give you instructions to go do asynchronous work for the rest of the day. All of your teachers will have asynchronous work posted for you that's due that day on Monday. So on Monday, you'll check in with your first period teacher, and it's only for 30 minutes. You only get 30 minutes to check in, and then everybody's going asynchronous, and your teachers are doing some planning work to be ready for hybrid learning for Thursday. Okay, so Tuesday, the same thing. Tuesday will follow 2, 4, 6, and 7. You'll check in with your second period teacher on Tuesday for only 30 minutes. All of your teachers will have their asynchronous work on their digital notebooks. You're going to go through and work on your asynchronous work for Tuesday. Due that day. All assignments are due that day, okay? And then that'll be your day for Monday and Tuesday. So Monday, again, first period, you check in 30 minutes, 1, 3, and 5, go through your digital notebooks. You'll get through your teacher's works. Tuesday, you'll check in during second period to get attendance credit. Period 2 will only be 30 minutes. You'll go through 2, 4, 6, and 7 through your teacher's notebooks. And then that'll be the end of your day. Submitting all work is so crucial. That's how you get attendance. That's how you get your grades for that day. Okay? So be sure to ask questions if you are unclear. Okay? This is the time. Okay? Unfortunately, again, this is the last advisory for a while. I will continue to post messages on our YouTube page. I'm going to ask that you guys continue to check. I'm going to go ahead and try to do a message every day for students on the YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed to the Utterback Unicorn YouTube channel, please do that. And so that you can, if you have questions, you can hear a message, get you started for the day. And then I'll always be available to you guys for email if you have any questions, okay? Um, I'm going to see you on Thursday next week for some of you. I'm excited to see some of you. I absolutely understand. For those of you that are staying remote, I understand my own child would stay remote. She's staying remote at home. I am promising that we will have the safest environment for you guys when you return back. We'll do lots of cleaning. Masks must be on. We will always be escorting you to the places that you need to go. It will be as safe as we can possibly make it, friends, okay? So I don't want you all to have any overt fears about it. If you do have some fears, don't hesitate to reach out to me, okay? All right, so I'm gonna, and oh, also too, next Wednesday, November 11th is a holiday. So we're all off on that day, okay? There's no school next Wednesday. It's Veterans Day. We have a lot of veterans, former military members who have served, current and former military teachers and staff that have served. And we want to just give our highest gratitude to our veterans on staff and in our country that have served and protected us and put their lives on the line and dedicated their lives to our country, to our safety. I am a military wife. My husband has served in the Air Force for the last decade of his life. And so I have the highest respect, and we give the highest respect to our veterans. So thank you for your service, men and women of the armed forces. We appreciate you. There's one more thing I wanted to tell you, but this is almost 15 minutes now, so I'm going to go. But if you need me, I'm here, okay? Have a great rest of the week, and we will see you all soon. All right, take care. Utterback Unicorns.